Hi crochet family, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just wanted to do a quick tutorial for you today. So this is actually in light of the current pandemic that we are suffering here due to the coronavirus, and it really upsets me a lot, and but we have to bear with the new normal, and the new normal calls for a face mask, which I completely support. So I implore you to please do wear a face mask if and when you have to step out of the house. Be safe, keep others safe, and have a little fun whilst that. So maybe you might be having a shortage of medical supplies, especially face masks in your part of town or your area. So I'm here to help you out with that. What I thought was, why don't we crochet masks? Now many of us may have the question that, is it safe? Is it as safe as a surgical mask? So I would say that these crochet masks that we crocheters create, have to be lined. Okay, as you line a piece of fabric, like a dress or something, you line it to give it a little more, to let it be more sturdy, and so that it is less airy. So when we line our crochet masks, so I'm just going to show you what I mean here. So this is one crochet mask it's in progress. This I made for my son. So what I have done is, I have lined the crochet mask on the inside with an old t-shirt. So I don't know if you can make it out. I have taken two pieces of fabric here, okay, and I have sewn both of them together, and then I've attached the same to the inside of the mask. Now, because this is a t-shirt fabric, it is quite dense, okay, and on top of that I have taken two coverings, or two layers of it, so it really gives a good amount of protection. And along with that, one more thing you can try is, like for example, in this mask there is no filter or nothing like that. So if you wear it directly, you can see there are these holes that appear, so this is an absolute waste. You cannot use just this on your face and go out, okay? It's absolutely not safe, and I do not recommend it. But if you're already wearing a surgical mask, okay, like those regular surgical masks that you get, and on top of that, if you wear this for a little bit of fun, or just to make your appearance a little more interesting, then definitely I would agree to that, or I would suggest you doing that, wearing this crocheted mask without a lining or a filter on your existing surgical mask. Okay, I repeat, do not wear any crochet mask which is not lined, or which does not have a filter, directly on your face and go out. It is not safe. I cannot stress that enough. It is not safe. I'm sorry. Okay, so that being said, today I'm going to teach you a very simple version of the crochet mask. And so supplies, obviously they are very important. So what supplies we are going to need? So this, I'm sorry I lost the label for it, but yeah, so it's the same company. It's just, this is a solid color and this is a self-striping color. I'll talk about this later. So this is white rose, and I got this off the crochetbella.com. She's really got a good collection of cotton yarn and acrylic yarn, and they're very soft. It's actually soft knitting cotton, so they're really very soft. They are absolutely good post wash as well. And so this is my post wash. I have washed this piece, and you cannot you know, you can still see the stitch definition very clearly. It's so soft and squishy, and it is just absolute delight to wear this you know, piece or this with this. I would really recommend you to this site. I will pop in the details of it in the description box below. So the detail only that on this yarn is provided, it's a 500 gram yarn ball, 100% soft cotton knitting yarn, and it is made in India. Okay, so on her side, the Crochet Bella, she has an array of different colors, and it is absolutely amazing, and I'm sure they will definitely find something that will suit to your palette. And so my recommendation is that you use 100% cotton yarn. You can use an acrylic yarn, definitely that can be done, you know. So I'll show you an acrylic as well. So this is an acrylic yarn. This is a regular 4-ply yarn. This is Vardhaman yarn that I have here. Vardhaman is an local Indian brand. So you can use an acrylic yarn, but then it tends to fray a little bit, you know. So it tends to become a little, the hairs sort of might stick out, and you know, I personally do not recommend, because it won't last for too long. Cotton is definitely sturdy and it will last long. It washes off well, it dries off quickly, you know. So I would definitely recommend a cotton yarn you use for your crochet face masks. So this, if you're wondering what this is, this beautiful piece of yarn is Guler Twisty 4-ply yarn by Pradhan Embroidery Store. I am in love with this yarn. This is absolutely gorgeous. It is soft, it is shiny, it is squishy, it has a great feel to it, you know, and it's just beautiful. This again, I have washed this yarn, I'm sorry, this crochet mask, and you can see it doesn't fray that much, just a tad bit, but that's an absolute normal thing, you know. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. The finish of this this product or this yarn is absolutely amazing, and I love it. And thank you so much, Pradhan Embroidery Store. Though I am not affiliated with them, I do not get any, I have not been sponsored by them, I still would, you know, I want to share my yarn experience with you. Hence I am you know, sharing the details. I do have an unboxing coming up, so do stay tuned. Check out my other videos if you are a beginner. I do have a beginner series called as Crochet Fundamentals going on, so don't you worry, right from the basics I can help you out. And so in this video we are going to let's jump into our making our crochet face mask, and let's see, if I have time I will show you how to do the filter and do the lining. Else I will make another video and I'll post it soon, so don't you worry, I will get you covered in that as well. So for now, let's get started. So yes, we are using for this tutorial, I am using this Guler Twisty 4-ply 100% cotton yarn, and with this I will be using my favorite 4mm crochet hook. Okay, so to start off we are going to do our slip knot. Now you can see I am using 2 strands here so that it goes a little bit thicker. I am going for a, you know, a little bit thicker version. So this for me will be qualified as a 4-ply yarn, and I wanted a little thickness to it, so my stitches are a little closer and tighter. and I'm going down a hook size. For a 4-ply yarn, I would recommend a 5mm or a 5.5, but to get my stitches closer and tighter, I'm using my 4mm hook. So in this, what I have done is, from the center of the cake I have pulled out one strand, and from the sides of the cake I have pulled the other. Hence I am pulling out 2 strands from the same yarn cake. Okay. Oh yes, and I also want to mention that this particular yarn comes in hanks, and I have converted them into these cakes using Knit Pro winding, wool winder, and that too I have got from Pradhan Embroidery Store. So I will be linking their website in the description box. Do check them out. They do ship internationally, but they are more domestic, all over India, and they are very, very reasonably priced. So I would highly recommend you stopping by their website. So I have my slip knot on my crochet hook, and we are going to start with a chain of 32. So how do we do a chain? Is we yarn over and pull through. Okay, so we're going to do a chain of 32. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So here I have, I'm just going to bring you a little bit closer to me so you can see clearly. So here I have my chain of 32 chain stitches. So let's move on. Now I am going to do a single crochet from this into the second stitch from the hook. So this is my first stitch, this is never counted. Okay, so this here, this one is my first and this is my second. So I always like to work into the back bumps of my chain stitch because it gives a much neater look. So just turn your chain over and you'll find that back hump, and I'm going to poke my crochet hook in there and make a single crochet. So I'm going to do 4 single crochets in total. So that's 1. First row is always a little bit fiddlesome because you're working into the chain, and but don't you worry, once you get the hang of it, it'll be much more easier. So here I have 4 single crochets, so I'll just count it out for you. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I have my 4 single crochets. Now next I'm going to do 3 half double crochets. Do not get intimidated or worried by these names. I do these stitches. I do have a tutorial for all of these stitches, so do check out my crochet fundamental series. Okay, don't you worry about that. I have you covered there. So here I did my half double crochet. So how do you do a half double crochet? You start with a yarn over, you poke your crochet hook in the stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop. You have 3 loops on your hook, you yarn over and pull through all 3 loops. That's my second half double crochet. I yarn over again, going back into the loop, next stitch, yarn over, pull through all the 3 loops. So this is 3 half double crochets, and I did 4 single crochets. Now I will do 17 double crochets further. Okay, so for a double crochet I'm going to yarn over again, go into the next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, 3 loops on my hook, yarn over, pull through only 2 loops, yarn over, pull through, toe loop. So this is my very first double crochet. Okay, like this I am going to do 17 double crochet. So that was 1, 2, 3. Like I said, the first row is a little bit fiddlesome, but have little patience. Once you get the hang of it, you'll definitely move on much faster, and you'll definitely enjoy it much more. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets. So these are my half doubles, right? Yes. So I got 4. I'm going to do 17. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So here I have completed my 17 double crochets. Now I'm going to do 3 half double crochets. So we are replicating the other side that we did. So 3 half double crochets. Oops, I dropped my stitches. So here we are, 3 half double, 1, 2, 3, and we are left with 4 stitches. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and we are going to complete that with 4 single crochets. So single crochet, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come on. The last stitch is a little bit difficult because it sort of becomes tight or it cinches up, but be a little bit persistent. Also be neat. Here we go. I got you. There you go. So last single crochet. So this little pattern that we just did, we did 4 single crochets on both sides, then we did 3 half double crochets, and in the middle we did 17 double crochets, 4 singles, 3 half doubles, and 17 single crochets. This is our repeat. This is a 1 row repeats. Now this we are going to repeat for a total of 10 rows. So this is our row 1. We do 9 more rows. Okay, so I'm going to get you started on row number 2. Okay, so we finished our single crochet here, right here. I'm going to bring you a little bit closer to me. Okay, and yarn over, chain up 1 and turn. This chain 1 does not count as a stitch. Okay, it's just a turning chain. So now again we are going to start off with 4 single crochet. So here we go back in there, and we single crochet. So we are going to do 4 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that's 4 singles followed by 3 half doubles. So 1, 2, so I did my 3 half double. Now I'm going to do 17 double crochets. So I start off with, so here I have completed my second row. I continued my 17 double crochets followed by 3 half doubles and 4 singles. So this is the same repeat you're going to do for a total of 10 rows, and at the end of 10 rows I'll show you what we need to do next. Yeah, so we did our 10 rows of our mask, and I will show it to you. I'll count it for you. So this is 1. Okay, so 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So we did completed our 10 rows. Now what we're going to do next is the ear loops, or the ear handles. Okay, so for my mask I will do 24 chains. So here I finished my last 10th row, and I'm going to continue making my ear loops. So chain, I've already chained one here over here at the end, so I'm going to do 24 chains in total. So 1 2 3 4 5. So I did my 24 chains. See that it is not twisted, keep it straight. Okay, bring it to the other end and insert it into the very first stitch that you can find. Insert it, insert your hook, and we are going to make a slip stitch. We're going to join with a slip stitch. So yarn over and pull through both. So this can be adjusted according to your need. If you wanted, you can make it a little bigger and just keep adding more chains. If you want, you can minus the number of chains. So what I recommend, or what I do, is that I do not cut my yarn over here. Now from here I need to travel out to the opposite side. Also I am going to do a little bit of a edge over here so that my mask looks much neater. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to do a row of single crochet. So where we attached our yarn, we are going to do a chain up of 1, and into that very same stitch we are going to go and do a single crochet, and then in the next do a single crochet. So this entire row that is there right up till here, I'm going to do a row of single crochet. So I have finished my row of single crochets, see, okay, and I'm at the end of this row, and here I'm going to do my ear loops. So I'm going to chain up 24 again. So I got my chain of 24. Keep it straight, run your thumb along, and come back to the other side. Insert your hook and slip stitch, chain up 1, and same thing we are going to do is we are going to do a row of single crochet at the end and insert our and do a slip stitch and then cut off our yarn. So you do that, and I'll complete that, and I'll get back to you, let you know what we need to do next. So I have completed my other ear loop. At this point, what I would recommend is, before you cut off your yarn, please try it on. Okay, try it on both the sides and see how it fits, because the masks should not be too loose. So what I did was I tried on my mask, okay, and I found it to be a tad bit loose. So what I did was I reduced my chains in my ear loop. So I had done 24 and I reduced them to 22. So I did 22 chains on either side of my chain loops. Okay, so do not forget to try it on before you cut off your yarn, because once you cut off your yarn, it becomes very difficult to adjust your ear loops, these ear loops. Okay. So after this, what we are going to do is we are going to make a mask filter. So like I had mentioned in the starting of the video, using this mask just like this is not going to help us. It is I absolutely implore you to understand that this does not provide any protection from the pandemic that is going on. So you definitely need to line this with a dense cloth or a piece of fabric or something, or you can make these filters which I will be teaching you right now, and just insert a tissue paper or a piece of cloth or something, insert it inside. That will help it to become more better for protection. Okay, so this one side I have already done. I'll show you how to do the other side. So what we need to do is we need to count 10 stitches from the edge of our mask. Okay, so just let me get this focused. Okay, so I'm going to count 10 stitches. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Okay, in the 10th stitch I'm going to insert my hook and attach my yarn. Going to attach my yarn. Okay, and just pull that through and make a chain one, so that is secure. And I'm going to chain up 18 chains. So do 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18. I did a chain up of 18. Now what I'm going to do is, on the opposite side of the mask, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to count 10 stitches and I'm going to attach my filter right here. So I'm going to count out my 10 stitches. Okay, I'm going to count. Here we go. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. In the 10th stitch, poke your crochet hook there and make a slip stitch, and then you can cut your yarn. Oops. Just cut your yarn, secure that, weave in all your ends, and your mask is ready to use. Okay, so this was a very simple, this is the filter. So you just add a piece of cloth or a piece of tissue, and it is easy. So you can easily wash it. If you're using a tissue, just discard that piece of tissue and place in a new one. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much. Do stay safe. Stay safe. And I'll see you soon with another one. Take care. God bless.